Hello. And my PNG tuber model is still not detecting my mic. Lovely. Okay. Let me try something. Audio. Restart mic. It's probably not gonna work, but we'll see. Hello, Tinsheet. I see you are here. Is there anyone else here? Not really. It's just you. Okay. I guess that means we can begin. So, I showed off... I believe I showed off this Kogasa sketch that I drew. Has it really been a whole month since I drew this? I don't think so. Maybe a week? When did I draw this? 2 weeks ago, right? Yeah. Anyway, let us finish the line art. Basically, every character that I'm drawing today is going to be well, if I get the Murasa, maybe not, but every character that I plan to draw today, I've already drawn the artwork for. Well, the initial sketch for. Anyway. You'd think this line art is good enough to be a finished product, but no. It isn't. It's not really. Hello, Flappa. Welcome to the stream. She looks like she's looking at the edge of the screen instead of at the viewer. I should fix that. Is this good enough? How big are those eyes? So, how have your winter holidays been? Like, as you may or may not have noticed, I did not stream on the 24th. Not so much because I didn't have plans, but because I was... not because I had plans, but because I was tired. Oh, I don't know what's more pathetic. Me not having plans. Me not having plans for the holidays. Or me not having plans for the holidays because I wanted to stream. Or me not streaming because I was tired. Flappa's holidays have been good. That gladdens me. And Tinsheet's holidays have been a non-committal yeah. Glad to hear, I suppose. Like, I'm not entirely sure what the correct response to that is. But it makes sense. It's 1 in the morning. You're watching in darkness. I hope the vibes of this this stream help you with whatever it is you're doing tonight. Be it trying not to get to be it trying to get to sleep or trying not to fall asleep. You typically feel more joy during the winter. Interesting. Oh yeah, California. Yeah, that makes sense. The sunny shores of California are sometimes too sunny. I wish I had the fog. You need to be further up north or further down south for that, I think. Actually, if you go down south enough, you end up in Mexico. Never mind. More inland. The fog is more inland. You know what? That makes sense. There's like mountains. The mountains form the water is probably comes from the mountains up top, and it goes down as it cools. The moisture. I feel like her cheeks need to be wider, but this is fine. Is the neck connected right? It might not be. No, the neck is connected right. Okay, the creases on the arm. drink. I have to do the hands first. I guess I'm doing the hands first. No, don't do the hands first. Do the umbrella first. Actually, don't use that. I think it would look more natural if I free-handed this. Actually, Tinsheet, isn't the heat worse inland? For the further inland you go, or is that only to the east? To the east of those mountains? I mean, the deserts are actually cold in the winter. That's fair. Hmm. That looks completely wrong, but it's a small enough detail that it's probably fine. Acceptable during a sketch. Less acceptable during a full illustration. Just follow the sketch. Stop trying to be fancy. Quick question, guys. If Kogasa jumps out at you from behind the bush, will you actually get scared or surprised? Like, say it's the first time. Like, pretend it's your first time encountering her. Would you actually get surprised? Startled at most. I wonder if that's enough for her. Would that feed her? I'm gonna be honest, guys. It's very likely that I'm not gonna be able to get to Murasa today. If only because I did not get a good night's sleep last night. I believe I was lying in bed for 6 hours awake, attempting to go to bed and not being able to. And this is after I spent like an hour walking around outside at night, which I wouldn't recommend doing, but I was able to do. It's like I walked maybe 3 kilometers. How far is that in miles? I walked 1.8 miles in the middle of the night in an attempt to make myself tired enough. You understand kilometers? Yeah, I walked that far. I walked 3 kilometers in order to get myself to fall asleep. And it still took me 6 hours. The energy you get from eating holiday foods, man. Scares me. It scares me sometimes. Well, less scares me and more inconveniences me, now that I think about it. Extra cheese sauce, please. Hi Red, it's me Nexo. You changed your name again. Hello Nexo. Welcome to the stream. As you can see, I am drawing Kogasa Tatara of Undefined Fantastic Object. Stage 2 boss of Touhou 12. You can finally animate. I'm glad for you. I hope your animations look good. Or at the very least, I hope you end up happy with your animations. Okay, so something like this, maybe? No, not like that. There we go. It has to look like it's sitting a little bit on top of the folds of this umbrella. Which I think I'm succeeding at. Okay, now to do the tongue. I don't want to do the tongue. Let's just curve tool this. Large organic object. Worst comes to worst, I'll just do segmented curves. But I'm sure the curve tool will do fine. That was... I used the eraser tool instead of the pen. Okay. Okay. There we go. And the curve for this one is a little lumpy. I could probably fix that. Smooth that over. It's not quite as lumpy anymore. There we go. Okay. No, it needs to be a solid line. I can't... There we go. Okay. Now the smile. I do the backside yet? No, I draw the rest of Kogasa's body first. Okay. Skirt. The skirt has a pattern that I didn't draw in the sketch. Past me, how could you do this to me? I think this is one of the first Touhou artworks I've drawn where the character does... Oh, wait, no. The sleeves and the collar. I was going to say one of the first Touhou characters I've drawn that doesn't have frills whatsoever. And then I noticed the sleeves and collar. Yeah, they have... yeah. They're even in the original. This isn't just me adding frills where there are none. Reimu has no frills. Does Reimu have no frills? I need to check. Like, I'm pretty sure you're correct, and I just forgot about her, but I need to check. I know you know she doesn't for a fact. Really? Huh. PCB Cherno doesn't have frills. Does she? Yeah, she has frills in EOSD. Frills. Kind of frills. First Reimu. Yeah, right. Reimu doesn't have frills. She has the skirt, which is more like a... It's not really frills. Hello, Kitty Klein. Yeah. Okay, Reimu has frills. Reimu starts to get frills later into the game. Later into the games, but yeah, Imperishable Night Reimu doesn't have frills. Surprising. Scarlet Weather Rhapsody Reimu doesn't have frills. Very surprising. Pleated. Okay, that's what it's called. Pleated. It's approaching frills, but it's not actually. It needs to be much poofier. It needs to be much poofier to be considered frills. Frilly. Or the pleating has to be more aggressive, I think. But yeah, hello to the stream, Kitty Klein, assuming you're still here. Still am. Are you a fan of Touhou? I am drawing characters from Touhou Project, a Japanese shoot 'em up game. Big fan. Have been since late 2020. Ooh. You came in at around the... At around the release cycle for... It's not Unconnected Marketeers, that's the year before. Wait, no. It wasn't. Unconnected Marketeers was not the year before. The year before... It was Unconnected Marketeers that you entered the release cycle for. That's... 2020... Late 2020 was the start of the Fumo craze? Really? I could have sworn Fumos were a thing before then. Is that just the Fumo craze that happened to sweep you? You were there for the Fumo craze. Hello, Haya. That was the Fumo explosion. You ran home when 18 released. Yeah, that was... It wasn't the first one released on Steam. I believe that was 17. But it was the first one since the pandemic that released on Steam. And significantly more gamers during the pandemic than before it. Toes. You entered in 2022, which was during the Fumo craze. Interesting. You're gonna go now? Good night, Flappa. Enjoy your rest. Have a good night's sleep. Okay. Draw the back of the thigh or draw the front thigh? The left thigh. The back of the right thigh or the right leg? Maybe I shouldn't give her absurdly muscled legs. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Like, it makes sense for her to have muscled legs. She's always standing on one leg. To mirror the fact that she's a yokai umbrella. But draw only one leg muscular. She changes legs though. So I'm gonna draw both legs muscular. Well, muscular in quotation marks, because this isn't muscular. She just has fat thighs. The single muscular leg is funnier. Yeah, that's true. It would be funnier. I'm not doing that though. Doing blacksmithing must also have leg pains. Imagine doing blacksmithing with while standing on one leg. Man, whoever taught her blacksmithing must have been ripping their hair out at the thought of her always being at the smithy standing on one leg. Like, presumably she's not always standing on one leg, but it's funnier to imagine she is. She probably tries her hardest to always be standing on one leg. to maintain her yokai umbrella heritage. Oh, not heritage, origin. It's probably closer to the word I'm looking for. Taking human. It's always fascinating how taking human form changes a yokai, but also does not change them at all. Fumo gave her a blue eye to blend in with her hair to represent one eye, but why didn't you just cover one eye with her bangs? Maybe the emo hairstyle. Maybe he found the emo hairstyle tacky. Which I believe he eventually got over. Got into the game of hopscotch that never finished. She's forever bouncing on one leg. My grievances with drawing these sandals could easily be alleviated by me just practicing drawing boxes. But drawing boxes is so boring. Okay, now the back inside of the umbrella. Boxes are lame, but god, they help with drawing. Yeah. I used to use the circles and ovals method for the head. I found that the box method is easier for me. You should have made the umbrella frilly. Yeah, funnily enough, I do think making the umbrella frilly would have made it easier on me. What a world to live in where frilly cloth is... where I consider frilly cloth easier to draw than cloth that's been folded up. What are these made of? Bamboo that was waterproofed with animal fat, I guess, and then dyed purple. You want them folded and frilly. Oh, now that's just unfair. Anything else I'm missing from the sketch? Not really. Okay, if I hide the sketch, will it still look good? It still looks good! Oh, thank goodness. Lines. Select the outside. Turning off the sketch later is such a make or break moment. Yeah, it can be. Okay, I'm realizing something that is wrong. Let me fix that. Not wrong per se, but it'll make coloring harder for me, so I'm gonna make it more clear. It's unclear in a way that will make coloring harder. Okay. Is it Medibang I'm using? Yeah, I'm using a version of Medibang from 2013. Not 2013, from 2023. Because I just refused to buy the version from version they have on Steam. Like, I would switch over to... Understandable. I would switch over to Fire Alpaca, but the free version of Fire Alpaca does not have a dark mode. It does not have a dark mode, and also, like, I don't care that much about dark mode. But there's a very specific aesthetic to it that I just don't like. Yeah, the white doesn't look good on it. Like, I've tried editors before that have white that I think look good. Like, I think Microsoft Paint, like the old Microsoft Paint with the white and gray, I think that one looks good. But I don't know. Like Fire Alpaca specifically, it just doesn't fit. It's like, I do still use it for like pixel art though. On the rare occasions where I do pixel art. I think I haven't done pixel art in over a year. Pixel art seems fun. It's different. Like the easiest way to do pixel art is to just draw something big on a big canvas and make it smaller, and then make edits as necessary. But I feel like that defeats the purpose. There we go. That's better. The pixel is for looks. Okay. Purple. Too bright, too dark. It'll probably... The lighting will address the saturation problem. Purplish red. Do the cleanup. Why am I still using the pencil tool? Use the pen tool. Not the pencil brush. Use the pen brush that doesn't have pressure opacity. I just realized something. I didn't draw the pattern on her skirt. I need to draw the pattern on her skirt. I'll do that after the colors. It'll be easier. Okay, pattern on skirt. What's the music from? Sounds kind of familiar. I write all of them. These are all original by me. But the reason they sound familiar is because I'm using instruments from Touhou and Undertale. Like the lead instrument that's playing right now. This is the Reed Romance. The instrument introduced in UFO. This is the Reed Romance. Actually, was the Reed Romance introduced in UFO? I swear it was used somewhere else before this game. things to think about later. Okay, back to flats. Too bright, too dark, too blue. Needs to be more blue-green. There we go. Close enough. That is a very bright cyan. I'm not using that color. I'm sorry, Zun. I'm taking I know the point of this series is to draw them the way they look. I know the point of the series is to draw them the way they look in their actual artwork, but that's too saturated compared to everything else. Oh, I forgot the socks. I forgot the socks on her umbrella. Whoops. Artist liberty. Hey, what's up? Appearing for my rare Saturday stream. Welcome, Goji. Glad to see you. I'm drawing characters from Touhou once more. This is Kogasa Tatara. She is an umbrella girl. Don't be fooled by the pretty face. Her real face is this. This is her real face. This is just the human body she created to interact with other humans. Classic. You do like umbrellas. It's a shame more characters in Touhou don't have umbrellas, like dedicated umbrellas. They'll only be around for a short time. That's fine. Those are the lines. You have an important call at around half an hour. Okay. Do I draw the white yet? No. Fascinating. The hair is the same color as the shirt. Actually, no. The hair is a little bit more saturated than the shirt. I'll make it also a little bit brighter. In any case, how was your holidays, Goji? Assuming you actually had a holiday. Did you have a holiday? Were you afforded one? Time to draw the black, or more literally, very dark blue. If I had to answer, probably better to say I didn't have a holiday. Oh no. The dark, multiple shades of red. Feels weird. You have multiple shades of the same color. Like, it makes sense, but like... Like, it's multiple shades of the same color, but... The brightness... The brightness is similar. Okay. She has the skin color of a pale Japanese girl. As always. When we get to Murasa, I'm giving her a bit of a tan. Girl's a sailor. She's constantly out in the sun. She's going to have a tan. A little bit of a tan. It's not gonna be... Is porcelain white. Wait, porcelain isn't white. Marble white. The porcelain could be white. You'd have to paint it though. I mean, if any character would make sense to have super white skin, it would be the vampires and the little literal doll umbrella interfaces. Yeah, it would make sense. At the same time, like... Yeah, it would make sense. At the same time, there's like... Characters who have whites... Characters who have pale skin in Touhou, who... When you think about it, they really shouldn't. Like, all of the Oni just look like Japanese girls. The god of the sun. The god of the sun is still really pale. At least the avatar of the god of the sun is still really pale. Okay, what color? Blue for the right, red for the left. Okay. Now for the white parts that are actually white, or rather very light blue. There we go. Oh my god, she's so tan. Is she? The tan. Is slightly yellow. It's a slightly yellow white. The color of particularly white mayonnaise. Okay. Softs. I'm drawing a background for Kogasa later tonight, but in all likelihood, I'm probably just going to be drawing the sky again. Like, I've had to draw the sky background for nearly every character in Wait, I forgot to add the white parts to this. I've had to use the sky background for nearly every character. Well, for one, it's because the title screen is just the sky. Alright. Draw the ambient occlusion. Bake the ambient occlusion into the artwork, similar to how PS2 models were done. Just put it into the texture. Ambient occlusion. Using tinted ambient occlusion because it's not 100% physically accurate. Okay. Time for the blues. Blues Clues. I was so young when I watched that show. I don't even really remember what happens in it anymore. Not that much happens in a kids show, but you know what I mean. I barely remember the vibes of the show. I'll do that later. Oh, those are supposed to be black. I should color those. Color those actually black. Lower the size. There we go. That's about good. Now for this part. There we go. This part as well. Hair. Gonna make the hair AO that nope, not that. Okay. This is me adding texture. Adding the texture back. Adding texture back to this to the hair. Yeah, that's fine. Skin. Use a pale red for that. Pale red. Let's airbrush that on. Airbrush on. So the inside of the sleeves. The inside curves of the fingers. In between the knuckles. The arch of the foot, the ball of the foot, the parts where the foot connects with this, the flip-flop question mark. I don't remember what these are called. They're a type of sandal. They have a specific name in Japanese. Geta. Yeah, that geta. Okay, now this is just going to be purple. Japanese sandal. Easy. I'm a genius translator. To be fair, a katana is just a Japanese sword. It has just become ubiquitous with with the word with the term Japanese sword. And I'll just do the same with this one. Okay, there we go. What's next? Stop shading for The Geta. Actually, no, the straps of the Geta first. Dark parts here, dark parts here. And there we go. Now it looks like it's made of polyester. It's made of now it just looks like it's made of synthetic fabrics. Task failed successfully? Question mark. Polyester umbrella. It's a band name. Oh, that would be a terrible band name. People would hate it. No, you wouldn't. How dare you insult my new band name like that? People would hate it. People would hate it on the sheer fact that it's polyester. Is like you underestimate it. People's hate for people's hate for synthetic fabrics. Fine, organic linen umbrella. Organic linen lined with animal fat. You guys do EDM. Yeah, that does sound like a band name, the name of an EDM artist. Bold move to be both an both a band and do EDM though. Isn't linen that other shmup game? Yeah, it is. It has its own Reimu. It has its own Reimu and Marisa. Just to be clear, Goji, Len N is in fact a real game made by the same people, same person who made. Was Len N also made by Zun? I don't remember. Was it? Like I don't want to spread misinformation. You learn so much Touhou lore during these streams. The thing is, you learn some of the most obscure things about Touhou in these streams. It's not even useful things. Like you learn that the most green character in Touhou is what was that girl from Unconnected Marketeers? Her, Tojiko, Yomu. The team name is Trick Nostalgia. I don't remember the actual people behind it. I'm gonna be the most informed person on Touhou that has never interacted with any actual Touhou. Oh, you're competing with 90% of the fan base, Goji. 90% of the fan base has never touched Touhou. This is one of those fandoms where people like the idea of it more than actually what it actually is. I guess you can claim you're a Touhou fan then. That is true. That is also true. Don't mess with Touhou fans. They haven't played any of the games. Anything else I'm missing? Nah. Let's move this to a folder. Colors. Lit. Unlit. I need to see a video of what stage 2 is like. I could just... Actually, I don't need the video. I could just run the game. It's early enough into the game that I could just run it. Let me check. UFO load. I have a run. I still haven't got it to stage 2 on my save file. Okay, I guess I'm not doing that. I don't have a save file on this computer that has it. Okay. Touhou 12 UFO stage 2. What is the background? It's still the snow path. It's still the snow path in a straight line. Is it? No, it's literally just the clouds. Okay, there's Kogasa. It's just the snow path. It's just the snow path. The grass path in the snow. Okay. Have you beaten any of the games? I've gotten a hard 1cc on double dealing character. I've gotten normal 1cc's on Imperishable Night and Perfect Cherry Blossom. Stage 2 is just stage 1 again. Okay, I guess that means I'm just gonna draw her in the clouds again. I'm getting really tired of drawing characters just in the clouds. Like Okay. I'm gonna head out now. Very nice picture. Glad I saw it somewhat come together. Sure beats white void with color shape. Hey, sometimes white void with color shape is better than clouds. Draw her in a snowstorm or something. They're not in a snowstorm though. That's the problem. Okay. Alright, let's... Let's do the easy parts first. Okay, easy part's done. Now for the details. And this is... I'm gonna do the actual background after this. No, not after this. Off stream. Like I have for the other characters. Zooming into her face like this, I'm seeing so many bits of color that need cleanup. But I could probably get away with just not doing cleanup and just hiding them in the shadows. I should get going now. Love your work. Bye-bye. Goodbye, Kitty Klein. Remember that I have social media. It's on the bottom of the screen. I'll give a follow when I wake up. Thank you. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, goodness. Alright, back to work. Oh, look at this. Yikes. The coughs. My coughs aren't as bad as they were last year, though, thankfully. But if it... Actually, now that I'm looking at it, this entire half of her body has to be... Let's increase the size of this brush. The pixels for that brush. Oh, this is in shadow. What else needs shadows? Excuse me. Hello, basically contraption. You overslept? Well, you're only about an hour and a half late. I still have 2 more characters left. Well, technically 2, but 1 illustration left. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get the Murasa this stream though. Okay, let's see what this looks like with the soft shading. Ooh, I like that. Alright, let's add the highlights. Nah, she doesn't need the shiny lips. It's fine. Make it an actual tongue. Really dig how you're doing, Kogasa. I'm glad you like it. Just the hair left. Okay. Let's give her a little bit of blush. She deserves it. There we go. I think that's it. Yeah. I'll consider Kogasa done. Let's save that. Now, spend the next hour and a half on Ichirin and Unzan. Unzan's face needs to be a little bit smaller. I should do that now, actually. Takes up so much of the screen. Take up so much of the screen that you could barely see Ichirin. And move Ichirin a little bit to the left. You can treat Ichirin like I'm really surprised at how clean my initial the sketch I drew for Ichirin was. Barely have to do anything to make the artwork look complete. This is what a good sketch looks like. Makes it easy to do the line art. Although, looking at it now, it also... I might also still need to make some edits because Ichirin looks a little scary. The way I drew Ichirin makes her look a little bit scary. Oh, lots of coughing. Lots of coughing today. Really bad. Did you sleep later? Yeah, I slept late. I didn't want to sleep late. I even went outside for a walk. I walked like 3 kilometers in the middle of the night. In my attempts to tire myself out before going to bed. Didn't actually help me at all. Just I still laid in bed for 6 hours trying to get to sleep and failing. I got 6 hours and 10 minutes of sleep because we had dinner at 10 p.m. How long was my sleep? It was definitely less than 6 hours. I'll tell you that. I think I fell asleep at like 6 in the morning. Later than 6 in the morning. It sucked. Honestly. And the cowl. Okay, thumb. I should have set my phone to do not disturb. What was it this time? Reddit. Of course. the hot rod. It's really funny to imagine Ichirin as a nun with hot rod flames, but they're not. But they're not hot rod flames because they're not red. So it looks like something else. So people see it and think it's something of religious importance, but no, these are just hot rod flames. No wonder people ship her. No wonder people ship her with Futo. Pro Futo X Ichirin shipper. Futo wasn't even a character yet when Ichirin when this design was created. And Futo hadn't been outed as an arsonist yet, I'm pretty sure. Ooh, Lackadaisical Huntress. But it's the original, not the remake that I made. Now the line "none with hot rod flames" is such a specific image. Like, I don't think about Ichirin at all. I haven't thought about Ichirin at all until I started this what is this called? This series for UFO. But "none with hot rod flames" is going to be stuck in my head for years. I can tell. Now let's see this. Are these highlights? Or are they... Are these highlights or are they... What are these? Are they highlights or are they steel toes? Like, I'm gonna assume they're steel toes, but it's... I'm gonna assume they're steel toes because none with hot rod flames and steel-toed boots is a very specific image. Conjures a very specific image in my head, and I think it's really funny. Is there any more lines that I need to draw for Ichirin? Not really. Okay, time to draw. Ooh, time to draw. Time to draw the Cloud Boy. The old man. Let's go. Ah, stretching, stretching. Ah. Whew. Ichirin lines. Unzan lines. Do I still have water? I have like a sip of water left. Let me take a drink. One more sip. Okay, next time I take a break, I'm gonna need to refill my bottle of water. Waddle of butter. Okay, Ichirin. Let's go. No, this isn't Ichirin, this is Unzan. Whoops. Let's make it all sharp lines. Make him look more masculine. The clicking instruments in the previous background music reminds me of Gets's theme from Pokemon Black and White 2. What was the previous theme? This one? Was it this one? Yeah, the reason for that is because it's using Pokemon Black and White instruments. Well, it's using Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green instruments, but they use the same sound source. You cannot sleep. I know that feeling, my friend. Welcome back to the stream, Flappa. I'll keep you company until you can manage to get some rest. Oh, Unzan. The one good thing about Unzan is there's a lot of details to him, but he's also fairly simple to draw. Unzan. Unzan looks weirdly happy. Actually, trying to think about it. Do I need to draw high quality Unzan? Can't I just keep him with these lines? I can just keep these lines. I'm going to keep these lines. Low polygon Unzan sounds funny. To be fair, when you look at Unzan and you compare him to Ichirin in the official art, Unzan does look like he's lower poly than Ichirin. Let's be honest here. Ichirin flats. Alright. Colors. Almost perfect. There we go. I'm still never going to get over none with hot rod flames. Ichirin is a nun that that wears hot rod flames. Hot rod flames and steel-toed boots. The mere concept is so funny to me. Dark blue. It is black, right? Yeah. So black, or if we're being literal here, dark blue. That is a bright red. Purple hair. Lilac hair. Lavender? No, it's closer to lilac. You like the Ichirin drip upgrade in Hopeless Masquerade and Urban Legend and Limbo? I don't quite remember what Ichirin's drip upgrade looks like. I will eventually get to it. Hopeless Masquerade is like in 3 games, I think. She has better robes. Instead of looking homeless. I'll be honest. I'm looking at these hot rod flames and they don't look like she's homeless to me. Wait, are these supposed to be tatters? Is that what it is? Is it supposed to be tatters? They look like hot rod flames. Are you... Zun, how could you do this to me? They just look like they're part of the design. I thought these are supposed to be tattered. Keep the flames. They're trims, not tatters. Gotcha. Like, she doesn't look homeless to me is the thing. She looks like a religious person. And you know what? I guess religious people do look kind of like they're homeless. Huh. Like a monk. A monk does look like he's homeless, doesn't he? Anything else I'm missing? Not really. Let's give her the bluish purple eyes. Violet. And protect alpha. White. There it is, Ichirin. Okay, Unzan colors. Zan colors. Darker. Wait a sec. Right. There we go. No, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Asriel, hello! I am drawing. Is a character from Touhou. Unzan, Big Cloud Punch! Big Cloud Punch! Alright, select. And invert. And then go. Okay, hide Ichirin's colors. Erase. Hold on, let me read the rules. What rules? Did I read any rules? Apparently, there is none, but I keep keeping myself civilized anyway. Generally speaking, I'm not big enough yet to need to enforce rules. I'm not big or important enough yet for rules. Wonderful design, by the way. This isn't mine. I'm drawing, unless you're talking about the PNG tuber avatar that I'm using that is still not detecting my mic. It's supposed to animate when I talk, but it doesn't. It still doesn't... Yeah, it still doesn't animate when I talk. Like, I'm cutting this program some slack because it's being developed by one person. Okay, let's... Unzan colors. It's a little... This is a little too pink. It's a bit better. Unzan. Actually, no. New filter. This is Unzan colors. Recently stumbled across this after I drew a Genshin crossover art. Ooh, I don't draw... I don't usually draw gacha game artwork. But Genshin has some good designs. Unzan flats. Everybody has different tastes. You're gonna try to sleep again? Good night, Floppa. I hope you succeed this time. By a chance, do you know the existence of Ark? Like Ark Survival Evolve, or is this something else? Survival Evolved. Alright. Yeah, I am aware of it. The survival game with dinosaurs. That's what the crossover art is about. Ooh. Genshin characters riding on dinosaurs, I assume. Don't tell me you just drew them Don't tell me you just drew them naked. Naked with stone tools. That's not it. It's something more bloody, to say the least. Ooh, are they being eaten by dinosaurs? Are they eating dinosaurs? Are they eating each other? In a cannibalism sense. Shou transforming into an element abomination because Kazuha injected him with molten element. That seems a bit above my pay grade. I don't know enough about Genshin Impact to understand what that means. Genshin Impact or Ark Survival Evolved to understand what that means. Chow looking for those clickers from The Last of Us. Looking like those clickers from The Last of Us. Ah, gotcha. Sounds horrifying. I hope he looks like he's in pain. I hope he looks like he regrets being alive. Good, good. Do I have to do the other clouds too? I don't want to do the other clouds. But fine, I'll do the other clouds. Melusine-ness never lasted more than 10 minutes anyway in the island map. Invert. Yeah, this is enough. Why isn't it? Oh, right, it's going outside. Oops. Invert. There we go. See you in a bit. Have to draw corrupted Kazuha because madness and manipulation from Rockwell. Good luck. Hope it turns out well. Unzan is mostly done. I need to do some cleanup here. Okay, move that to a new folder. Unzan. RG. Okay, race. Okay, Unzan is good. Unzan. Move that to a new folder. Here's just sketches. Ichirin. Okay, move that to a new folder. Ichirin color. Okay, let's go. White parts. Anything else missing? Nope. Let's continue. Light blue. Airbrush. Pale blue. Ambient occlusion. Let's play a different music track. Ghosting over Storm? Yeah, sure. Okay. Now the dark blue. Okay. Black for the black parts. What's next? The steel, right? Sure. None with steel-toed boots. What else? Right. The gray socks and the gray belt. Hair or the ring? Ring first. Pale red. Almost pink for the skin. Under the eyebrows. Where the skin meets the hair. The nose. There we go. Okay. What is the last thing to do? Probably just the hair, right? There's the red parts. Red parts and then hair. Airbrush. Oh, the hair. Okay, dark purple. Dark purple for the shadows. For the dark parts. More blue. Make it more blue. Okay. Stretch. Soft shading done. Let's go. Hard shadows. Move to new folder. Lighting. Ichirin lighting. Lit. Unlit. I need to know what UFO stage 3 looks like. YouTube.com. Go. 12 stage 3. Jamers. That is loud. Mute that. It's the Palanquin. It's just the Palanquin. And they're in the sky. Again. Okay. Right. So I guess it's yellow. It's yellow sunlight and our shadows. I don't know why I'm complaining. This is pretty much the lighting that everywhere outside is gonna have. I'll be right back after playing a game. This will be playing in the background. Alright. Enjoy your game, my friend. Let's add a mask layer. Hide the soft shading. With shadows. Filled with shadow. I feel like every time I say filled with shadow, I feel like I'm singing a character image song of a chuuni. The character image song of a chuuni from an anime. You were supposed to fill my dark soul with light. I think that was the... And fill that darkness. Okay. Fill all of this with shadows. Hide the softs. Fill with shadows. This one too. Fill, 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 fill. Repeat 5 times. And when each is filled, destroy. Let's add the highlights. Okay, and Unzan visible. Excellent. There she is. Kagasa's done. Ichirin's done. Do I have the energy for more? I don't think I do. Yeah, I think this is good enough. What will my next stream be? I have plans for... Yeah. My next stream will be the 31st. Okay. Here's the thing, guys. My next stream is going to be the 31st. And I'm going to be doing a end of year wrap-up stream where I'm going to take all of the artwork I'm gonna take all of the artwork that I drew over the course of this year, and I'm gonna rank them in a tier list. So this is over 100. Is actually no, it's not over 100. How many is this? Arranged by type. Okay, every PNG file. Scroll down. How many is this? 250. Pretty Ichirin. Thank you. Okay, I have 250 individual images. Although some of these are like part of a comic that I'm gonna count as one. But yeah, on the 31st, I'm gonna do a wrap-up stream where I take every single artwork that I finished this year that are safe for work and not commissions, and I'm gonna rank them on a tier list. So I will see you guys then. In the meantime, thank you everyone for watching. Go follow my coffee, go follow my social media. I really should put my social media in my thank you for watching. I'll figure that out next stream. Anyway, see you all.